What's up, guys? So today I want to talk about my favorite video game beginnings or video game intros. I think the intro of a video game is the most important part, or one of the most important parts of the game. It sets the stage, everything. You just get the feeling of the game, and if the composer is good, the music just like introduces the type of game that you're going to be playing. It's what makes me really want to play the game, is watching the intro. I'm going to try to put these in some kind of order because I do like some more than others. So I'm going to go from 6 down. The first one being my favorite video game beginning of all time. So number 6, I really liked, and there's really not that much to it, but I really liked the intro to Half-Life 2. It was just so creepy. It was like, it really got you into the feeling of the game. It did its job. It was just like, what?
Wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the...
That was creepy. I was like, so that video game beginning really did its job in getting you in the feeling of Half-Life 2. So it really pumped me up for the game, because I was just like, what is this going to be about? This is creepy. And if you've played Half-Life 2, there is this sense of it's very creepy. It's kind of like it's not, I don't think it's meant to be creepy, but it is creepy just because of how many weird things you encounter. And I think it's more meant to be like, you know, like those Big Brother stories, which I really like. It's kind of like 84, I think. I've never read the book, but I know that that's like a Big Brother story, or like Fahrenheit 451. That's also a Big Brother type of story, and Half-Life is that too. So that beginning just really, it did it for me. I like it. Number 5, Fallout 3. I loved the beginning for Fallout 3. It was dark, and I just love being able to be a little kid, like a baby. You know, you're in the scene where your mom is giving birth to you, and your dad, Liam Neeson, that's awesome. That's part of my favorite part, that your dad is freaking Liam Neeson. He's basically saying, are you a girl or a boy? And what's your name? And what are we gonna name him? And stuff like that. I just loved that beginning. And especially, like, I guess, I don't know if it's not part of the intro anymore, but just being able to be a little kid, like a little baby, and like moving around and like grabbing things was so cool. I loved it. Number 4, BioShock. The beginning to BioShock was really cool, in my opinion. I just love how it kind of starts off in the air, and then all of a sudden you're freaking in the water, like underwater, and you're trying to get out, and then you surface. And I love that scene where you're just looking out in the water, and there's like all this fire and like broken wreckage and stuff. And then when you're in that little transport thingy, the little you see the city outside, and the music does so much for this scene. It just really gets you into that mode. Again, the same thing, kind of like Half-Life, that creepy feeling where you're just like, oh my god, this is kind of scary. And the music is perfect. It's just so out of place with what you're seeing that it just makes it even, I think that's what makes it so creepy, that the music is so out of place. And I don't mean the soundtrack, I mean like those like, what is it, 50s, 60s hits that are playing. Like, you're looking at these things and they're like, oh my god, this is so creepy, and then you hear Papa Loves Mambo, and you're just like, I'm gonna freaking die, but I'm dancing at the same time. It's so contrary to each other that it just makes it so disturbing. Number 3 is Mass Effect 2. I really liked that intro for Mass Effect 2. I watched it so many times when I got it. I was so excited when I was watching it. Not so much because it's Mass Effect, but because of what was going on. It was just so freaking awesome. I wanted to show everybody the intro. I showed my brother. I showed everybody. And they weren't so excited. I don't know why. I guess because I'm kind of a nerd and stuff, but whatever. It was just a very emotional scene. Like, especially if you've played Mass Effect 1, it just made it so, like, oh my god, because you're seeing these characters. Stupid piece of crap. It's like Navigator Presley and stuff like that, and Joker, and you're seeing them again, and then all of a sudden the Normandy's being attacked, and you're just like, what the hell's going on? So it was just like, it was very emotional. And then you see Shepard and your love interest, and it was just so cool. I loved that beginning, and when Shepard gets spaced, I really loved being able to control Shepard while you're going up the stairs towards the cockpit, like where Joker is. I love that scene, especially when the doors open and everything just goes silent, and all you can hear is like you're breathing. Oh, that was so cool. I love that. And you could look all over, and you could see space and all the pieces flying, and that was amazing. I love that. That was so cool. And then Shepard gets freaking spaced, and you're just like, and even after that, like the credits, when you hear Miranda talking and they're putting Shepard back together, I love that part too. That was just so cool. My number 2 is Batman Arkham City. That intro was so good. I loved it. I think a Batman fan could enjoy and appreciate it more than someone that doesn't really know who Batman is. And I think also for someone that has played Arkham Asylum, you get to see parts that you didn't get to see in Arkham Asylum, a side of Batman that you didn't get to see. It was just awesome. I loved that beginning. I was smiling like from ear to ear the whole time. It was just so cool. I loved it. And it really does set the stage for the game. I mean, it really gets you into that feeling again, especially if you haven't played Arkham Asylum for a long time. It just gets you back into the groove, and it just did a really good job. The music, it was just so good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I really love when they do those scenes where they show a scene and then they go to black, and then you can see like the words or some credits, and you can still hear like a voice, and then it shows a scene and it goes back into black. I love when you do that. It's just so, in my opinion, it's so emotional. You're just like, it's almost like you're watching a movie. It's so cool. My number 1 favorite video game beginning is actually from a game that I haven't played myself, but I'm dying to play, but I'm waiting until I play all these games that I have to freaking finish playing. But I am dying to play the Crysis games. I want to play Crysis 1 and Crysis 2. And I've actually I've watched someone play Crysis 2. Not the whole thing, but I watched the beginning. Oh my god. The Crysis 2 beginning is freaking nuts. It's by far one of the best intros I have ever seen in my life. It was so good. I mean, I thought I was in the freaking theater or something. If you haven't seen the beginning of Crysis 2, go watch it right now. Like, you have to watch it. Even if you don't like Crysis, or even if you haven't played it, or just watch the damn intro. Oh my god, it's so awesome. You will want to play Crysis 2 by watching the intro. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I have to have this game. I have to have it. So yeah, that intro made me want to play Crysis 1 and 2, because it just looks absolutely amazing. The graphics are out of this world. It looks so good. The music just does it, and it's just it's perfect. It's perfect. So yeah, Crysis 2 intro is my number 1 favorite video game beginning. And seriously, go watch it if you haven't, because really, really good. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite video game intros? I know there's probably a bunch of them that I didn't think of. I always leave out all the Nintendo intros out, not because I don't like them, but I don't really remember. I haven't played a Nintendo game in such a long time. So I was trying to remember some games, like the intros to like some of the Zelda games and some of the Mario games, but I really can't remember, so I just did Xbox. That's pretty much it, and I will talk to you guys later. Wake up and smell the ashes.